In this episode of Kitchen Dads, we're going to tap into the force and make TIE fighters. They're fun, they're easy, and it's a great way to get kids involved. So stay tuned. So today I have with me one of my kitchen kids, Nick, and he's going to help us make TIE fighters. It's actually his idea. We're always trying to get kids involved in cooking in the kitchen. So for this recipe we need two things, some hot dogs or some sausage and some basically dough. We're just going to use your basic crescent dough that you can get in any grocery store. So the first thing we need to do is open the package. Now it says on the package you're supposed to peel the paper, but we all know the fun part is beating this thing against the counter and hearing that big pop. So, Nick, can you beat this against the counter and open that up? Yay! All right, so we're going to open this. It's like exploding out of the top. All right, so we're taking the dough out of there. We're going to unroll this. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to cut this into long, thin strips. Okay? They're probably about 1.5 inches wide, and you want them long and narrow. All right? Now we need to cut the hot dogs. We're going to cut them into thirds. You could cut them with a knife, but Nick, do you have something we could cut these hot dogs with? Well, that'd be great if it was a real lightsaber, but I don't think you're going to get much with that. Let's just use a knife, okay? So we're going to cut these into thirds. All right, so now we're going to assemble the TIE fighter. So Nick, go ahead and show us what we do. You keep the hot dog vertical, right? And you basically just make two U's. And then we squish this part together. Now these are going to be some really big wing TIE fighters. If you want small wing TIE fighters, you just cut up the dough a little bit. All right, so Nick, let's make another one. And we just kind of push this dough together, right? So we're putting our TIE fighters, they're assembled, we're going to put them on a baking sheet. We have a piece of parchment down. You don't need to have that. If you're not going to use something like that, you might want to spray it lightly just so they don't stick. We're going to put them in the oven for 350 degrees until they puff up, or about 9 to 12 minutes based upon the directions. All right, so we'll stick them in the oven. So here we have it. We have our TIE fighters. Now some of these TIE fighters look like they've been in a battle and they lost. But the whole idea is that you get in the kitchen with your kids, you make some memories, you have some fun, and you cook some food. So Nick, which one are you going to eat? Look at that one. That guy's trying to get out already. Did Darth Vader get that one? You know something? I am your father. This would be great if I really had, I could slice cucumbers.